In the world of enterprise tech, things move so fast. Names pop up, they get huge, and then they disappear. But there's this one name, PeopleSoft, that a lot of folks probably thought would be long gone by now, just a footnote in some dusty old textbook. But here's the crazy thing. It's still here. It's still running mission-critical stuff for some massive organizations. So how on earth did that happen? Let's get into the pretty amazing story of its survival. Usually the playbook for this stuff is crystal clear, right? A giant company like Oracle comes along and gobbles up a smaller one. And what happens next? Well, over time, that product they bought gets phased out. Its customers get pushed onto the new platform, and the old brand just fades away. It's just the circle of life in the tech industry, and it can be pretty brutal. The expectation is always consolidation, not, keeping the old thing around.
And that right there is the big question. Why was PeopleSoft different? How did it manage to break that mold? What made this thing so tough that it basically defied its own corporate death sentence? The answer is actually a really cool story about strategy, customer loyalty, and what legacy really means in the tech world.
So, to really get why this was such a shock, we've got to rewind. Let's go back to that moment when everyone, and I mean everyone, thought it was game over. The moment its biggest rival, Oracle, finally won that long, drawn-out battle. Okay, so this was a long and pretty hostile takeover attempt. It started back in 2004. By 2005, the deal was done. Oracle officially acquired PeopleSoft, and you could almost hear the entire industry start a countdown clock. Analysts, customers, pretty much everybody just assumed, okay, that's it. It's only a matter of time before PeopleSoft gets totally absorbed and just taken apart.
But then, Oracle did something nobody saw coming, something totally counterintuitive. Instead of killing the product and forcing all those customers onto their own systems, they extended an olive branch. And honestly, it turned out to be way more than that. It was a full-blown lifeline. And looking back, it was a total masterclass in business strategy.
And it all came down to this really powerful promise they made. They called it Applications Unlimited. Now, this wasn't just some fluffy marketing slogan. No way. This was a real, formal, public commitment from Oracle. They promised to keep supporting and, get this, investing in the very thing they just spent billions to buy. Just think about how shocking that was at the time. Why on earth would they do that? See, this pledge meant so much more than just, keeping the lights on. Oracle was committing to regular patches, all the crucial compliance updates, like for tax laws and stuff, and even brand new feature releases. They were actually working to make PeopleSoft play nice with their own tech. So they weren't just preserving it, they were actively modernizing it. And here's the genius business move behind it all. This kept a huge, stable stream of money coming in from all those loyal customers. That gave Oracle the cash and the time, the runway, really, to build out its next-gen cloud products without alienating its entire customer base. Brilliant. This commitment basically gave PeopleSoft's gigantic customer base a really, really good reason to just stay put. And, well, that's exactly what they did. So let's take a look at who these super loyal users were and what it was that kept them from just jumping ship to something newer and shinier. So the core user base, it was really made up of these big organizations that valued stability more than anything else. We're talking about universities trying to manage incredibly complex student and faculty data. We're talking about government agencies running payroll for thousands upon thousands of people, and huge enterprises with financial systems that were just woven into the very fabric of their operations. For these guys, ripping all that out for a big migration, that was a massive risk, not to mention incredibly expensive. PeopleSoft, it just worked. Simple as that. And that's the key, right? It's what PeopleSoft was actually doing for them. This wasn't some minor application. We're talking about the absolute bedrock of these organizations. Things like the accounts payable module, the system that makes sure thousands of suppliers get paid correctly, on time, every time. Or the EPM performance management tool, which handles all the supercritical planning and budgeting for the entire company. And of course, the core HR and finance systems. That's the literal operational heart of the business. These aren't just trendy little add-ons you can unplug. You can't just rip this stuff out.
So this created a really interesting situation for Oracle. Think about it. How do you sell everyone on the future when the past is still so incredibly valuable to so many of your biggest customers? Well, they came up with this brilliant dual strategy. It was a way for them to have their cake and eat it too.
And this strategy let Oracle do two things at the same time, perfectly.
On one side, you've got PeopleSoft. That's the trusted legacy system, right? It runs on-premise, that just means on the company's own servers, and it provides this rock-solid stability. It was positioned as your reliable, dependable partner. Then, on the other side, you have Fusion Cloud. That's the future, no question about it. It's cloud-native, built from scratch to run on the internet. So Oracle could keep supporting its past while pouring resources into building its future. It let customers move over when they were ready, all while Oracle just kept collecting that sweet, sweet support revenue.
When you really look at it, the story of PeopleSoft teaches us a really powerful lesson about technology. It completely proved that legacy doesn't have to mean obsolete. A system that people trust, that's stable, and that gets continuous support, well, it can deliver incredible value long, long after everyone thought its expiration date had passed. And so, PeopleSoft is still here. It lives on. It's not some dusty relic from a bygone era collecting cobwebs in a server room somewhere. Nope. It's a hardworking, reliable partner for thousands of organizations out there right now. Its survival isn't just some weird accident of history. It's really a testament to a simple idea that in business, sometimes the most powerful innovation of all is just practical, boring, reliable strength.